And today we are going to read the book, The Berenstein Bears, We Love Our Mom. Because tomorrow is Mother's Day, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Dom. So we're going to keep everyone on mute, and then when I read the book, and then we're going to do a craft together at the end. So everyone's ready? It was springtime in Bear Country, and everything was fresh and fragrant. The trees were budding in bright springtime green. The lilacs were in full bloom. Early butterflies flitted from the tulip to daffodils, and all of the mothers of Bear Country were busy taking care of their little ones.
Yeah.
Mama Robin was feeding worms to her chirping little fledglings. Mama Rabbit was teaching her baby bunnies how to hop. Mama Frog was taking a full jar of tadpoles out for a stroll. And in the Bear family treehouse, Mama Bear was taking care of her cubs. So all of these moms are working very hard taking care of their little ones. It was breakfast time, and Mama was cooking pancakes for the family. Mama's pancakes not only tasted good, they looked good too.
Yeah.
She made them into little bear faces for brother, sister, and honey. They always like to eat the ears off first. Thank you, Mama, they sang, pouring lots of honey on their steaming hot pancakes. I love pancakes, especially when they have nice maple syrup on them. And look, she put a design on her pancakes.
Yeah.
Mama Bear took care of her cubs in plenty of other ways too. She washed their clothes. She sewed their buttons back on their clothes when they popped off. She bandaged their boo-boos when they skinned their knees or stubbed their toes. She gave them baths, read them stories, and tucked them in at night. She gave them hugs when they woke up with bad dreams. All day, every day, Mama Bear was there for her cubs. Well, I'm off to Grizzly Grand, said Papa, finishing up his breakfast. A rocker on her favorite rocking chair came loose, and I fixed it for her. Can we come? Asked sister and brother. Of course, said Papa. Grizzly Grand and Gramps will be very glad to see you. Papa loaded the rocking chair, and they all set off. Look at this springtime babies and their moms, said sister. Spring is a time for new babies, said Papa, and for their mothers too. And don't forget, Mother's Day is coming up. Brother and sister had forgotten about Mother's Day. They needed to figure out what they were going to do for their mama on their special day. Now they're going to have to figure out because they forgot, and they have to figure out what they're going to do for their mom. Howdy, Grand Cubs, said Grizzly Gramps when they arrived. Always great to see you. Gran tried out her rocking chair. Why, it's as good as new, she said. Thank you, son. You're so good to me. Gee, Ma, said Papa, it was just a loose rocker. Well, little things like that mean a lot to us moms. Gran smiled and gave Papa a kiss. Now, Cubs, come look at what I'm working on. She had a big scrapbook out on the table. She's working on something and she wants to show the Cubs. This is my mama's book, she explained. It holds so many good memories. She pointed to a picture of a pretty young bear holding a baby, like this. Who's that? Asked brother. That's me, Gran smiled. You look so young, said sister. I was young, Gran laughed. That's your father when he was born. Our father? They said. You mean Papa? Of course, said Gran. But he's so little, they both said. Yes, agreed Gran. He has grown big. Well, Ma, said Papa, we've got to go. but we'll see you next week on Mother's Day. We're all going out to brunch at the old Grizzly Inn. On the way home, brother and sister thought about their day. That scrapbook and Papa doing nice things meant so much to Gran. We need to do something special for Mama on Mother's Day, said sister. How about making a Mama's book like Gran's? Suggested Papa. You could put together a scrapbook all about being a mother. Yes, said brother. We can use family photos from the old box in the closet. A Mama's book for our own Mama Bear, said sister, nodding. So it seems like they're going to make a scrapbook for their mama. When they got home, brother and sister sneaked the box of photos out of the closet, took it to their room, and got to work. They spread the pictures on the floor and went through them all. They used one of their school notebooks for a scrapbook. They picked and chose, cut and pasted, lettered and colored, and by supper time, they were done. They hid the finished scrapbook away in a drawer. They couldn't wait for Mother's Day to arrive. They're pretty excited now because they're all prepared, right? A week later, brother, sister, Papa, and Honey ran into Mama and Papa's room first thing in the morning. Happy Mother's Day, they called. Here's your present, Mama. For me? Said Mama sleepily. How nice. And she unwrapped her present. Why, it's a Mama's book just like Gran's, she said. How wonderful. I've always wanted one like it. Thank you, my dear. And she gave all of them a big, huge hug and kiss. Then she opened the book to the first page. She was so happy. And surprised, very surprised. Mama's book. It had pictures of Mama with her 3 babies, brother, sister, and Honey. You were so cute, brother, said Mama. So round and plump. We called you Chubby Cubby. Sister laughed. But you, sister, said Mama, you cried all the time. We called you Cranky Paws. It was brother's turn to laugh. Then Honey came along, said Mama. She was so sweet, we just called her Honey. Honey pointed to her baby picture and said, baby. So Honey's just a baby still. The rest of the scrapbook was full of all kinds of pictures of the family. There was brother learning to ride a bike, sister on her first day of school, and Honey learning to wave. There were birthdays, picnics, vacations, school plays, soccer games, and Thanksgiving dinners. They were all things that Mama would want to remember about her cubs growing up. There was a tear in Mama's eye when she came to the end. Thank you, my dears, she said again, hugging them all. This is the most wonderful Mother's Day gift I have ever gotten. Happy Mother's Day, Mom, brother and sister said. Happy, said Honey. And now, said Papa, it's time for us all to get ready to take Mama and Gran out for their Mother's Day brunch. And that is exactly what they did. The end. Pretty cool, huh? So they made their mom a book, a special book. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to make our moms or a person in our family or that's special to us, a woman, a craft today. So you need a piece of paper or your canvas. We need some paint. I'm going to use green, red, and yellow paint. And we're going to need scissors and some glue. And if you have it, you're going to have to wash your hand after. So you're going to have to go to the sink, to your sink, and wash your hands. So does everybody have all of their materials? You guys can go ahead and unmute if you have any questions, okay? So, and I'm going to use a piece of brown construction paper. Or are you going to use all construction paper, Henry? Because if you want, you can use all construction paper if you don't have paint. So the first step is we're going to either trace your hand on either green construction paper or you're going to paint your hand with green paint. And we all have our canvas, because what we're going to do is we're going to either, if you trace it and cut it out, we're going to glue our hand. But if you paint your hand, we're going to put a handprint. So I'm going to lower my camera. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to.
What color papers should I use?
Are you using paint, Emily, or are you using construction paper?
Construction paper.
So you want a white piece for the bottom, and then you're going to want green for your hands.
Okay.
Processing speed, like we gotta pause it.
Good. Okay, now stop, Ricky. Okay.
Awesome.
let's
So I'm
do
gonna
one
open up my paint right here and put a little bit on my plate.
more. And do
I'm
it
gonna
again.
use paint for
Okay.
mine.
Now we're gonna wipe your hand off.
So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna paint my hands.
Want to trace?
Trace it or paint it. So.
I'm gonna take my ring off. Good idea.
Okay, Mama.
Okay.
Now I'll do it again.
No. Now we wait.
Yep, I'm just painting my
Everybody else has
hands.
to do it. You're quick, Ricky. Seth hasn't begun yet. Different people take different amounts of time.
That's
What do
exactly
you want to
right.
do?
And then I'm gonna, and when I put my handprint on, I'm gonna keep it in the middle.
That's kind of what we can offer, Seth, without getting into.
Or if you don't want to use paint, you can always use paper and just use
You
markers.
already did it.
No, I mean, put it in your finger.
You already did it.
No, I didn't.
All right,
What do you do?
so I have my hand all painted. This feels really funny to me.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna take my canvas here and I'm gonna put my handprint.
Seth, do you want to do your hand or?
Where is it?
Now, if you don't want to paint your hand, oh, look at that, Henry. Awesome.
What do you do after you do the handprint?
So are you using paint, Dom, or are you using construction paper?
Construction paper.
Okay, so you're gonna glue it to a white piece of paper. So we're gonna paint your hand out. And now I'm just gonna wash my hand off real quick with paper towel. You guys are doing a great job. It's messy. It feels so weird, doesn't it, Henry? And Trumi. Dave, how do you like it? Does it feel funny? Look at that. That's awesome, Henry. Ooh, look at that. So now you're going to get, Dom, you're going to get a white piece of paper and you're going to glue it on. So you see how my handprint is here? You want to glue it on just on a piece of paper. Good job, Trumi. Oh, look at that. That's so awesome. Seth, you're doing great. Doesn't that feel so funny on your hands? So now everyone, I'm gonna let everyone get up to speed and have their, either if they're using construction paper, you wanna cut your hand out and glue it on your white piece of paper. Or if you've painted your hands, you wanna put a handprint on your piece of paper. Lyra, how's it coming? Oh, perfect, Dom. That's great.
You here?
Color on it. Can I just color on it?
Sure. Yeah, go right ahead.
It does feel really funny on your hands, all that paint.
There's lots of different sizes.
No, this paintbrush is old.
So is everyone
You want to watch it?
gotten their hand on?
Oh, wait, hold on. Can I see it?
What do I do after I cut the hand out?
You want to take a white piece of paper and you're gonna glue it on.
Hey!
Where do I glue it on? Like in the middle of the paper or where on the paper?
Yeah, and at the bottom. See how mine's
What's
go
that?
in the middle. That's perfect, Dom. Just like Henry, do you have a question?
I use a bigger one.
Yeah.
Here, try this one.
Here.
How's it going, Seth? It is
Where's
messy, huh?
My
Awesome.
brother's
That looks
son,
great.
Right? They're talking about my brother's son. My
Henry,
brother-
do you have a question?
Yes, what are we supposed to do if we
Do
have
we
a
have a question? Because they're asking us.
So now we all have a handprint. And the next thing is if you're using paint. So we're gonna paint. I'm gonna use some red and yellow. So I'm gonna put some on my plate here and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do.
if you have construction?
Yeah, we're gonna put on, so all of our fingertips is gonna be a flower.
Let's see.
So I'm gonna
It's
show
gonna
you
happen on
exactly what I mean.
Oh, no, can you hold it?
I gotta open my yellow paint real quick. It's brand new. Okay. So Henry, you see your fingertips up here on your fingers. We're gonna take your paintbrush and you're gonna use whatever color you want for the middle of your flower. So I'm gonna use yellow and I'm just gonna put a little dot right here and then I'm gonna use the other colors for around.
What if you use construction paper?
So if you're using construction paper, you can use markers for coloring your flowers. Do you have markers or crayons?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can do the same thing with markers or crayons.
Uh,
So I put my little dot right here in the
We're not
middle
making flowers.
and then I'm gonna just,
Not look like flowers.
It will. Once she's
Wanna
done.
know what looks like a flower? Hold on, can I see that red piece of paper?
see, Lyra, look,
Like a flower.
Lyra,
What
See
makes
how it's
it
coming
look like a flower?
Lyra, look.
That's not even a flower. That's just a flower.
And we're just gonna keep going around and you can fill in your flowers.
Gem. Oh, and
And you can do different color flowers too if you like. And what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and fill them in a little bit.
ridiculous.
And how I do
Made it
my
rough.
flowers, I just kind of dab, I'm dabbing it on a little bit.
Color. Let's see.
Trying to show
Now- oh, good job, Emily. So now you want to keep drawing a flower. So you have your middle in there, and you're just going to keep doing dots around to make it look like a flower. Do you see how mine is?
Oh, look.
Now I'm going to put some more yellow in the center because now I want a bigger center.
I can see it, see?
How's it coming, Henry and Trumi?
You made me do it.
Oh, look at that. Awesome.
can I see people?
And you don't have to do the thumb because the thumb is going to be actually covered up. So our thumb, you don't have, if you paint the flower on it, it's okay, but we are going to cover it up with a pot at the end. How's it coming, Seth? Good? And I'm just painting my other flower on my pinky now.
My flowers look like cactus flowers.
Oh, those are awesome. That's great, Dom. I think they look excellent.
They look like cactus flowers.
They do look like a cactus flowers. That's awesome. That's the cool thing about this is that your flowers come out, depending on how you paint it, it can be very different. So I have my,
Need your
I
hands
have
up.
a
Very good.
marker.
Please don't like one.
I'm done.
awesome. So now I have my flowers painted. Everyone see it? Dave, how's it coming?
Ricky, can you wipe your hand for this?
You're muted, Dave. I can't hear you, okay?
Going great.
Awesome. Look at that, Dom. Emily, how's yours coming?
Good.
Good. Lyra, what about you? How's it coming? How's it going?
All right,
Now,
Ooh, that was good.
That's what I was
look at Henry. You're doing great. And Trumi, you're doing awesome. So now I have my brown construction paper.
Go to that.
You guys can use any color that you have.
Go to able.
Don't want brown. This is just gonna be the container that we're gonna put on. So what I'm gonna do,
One day. But I don't want
I'm
to do
gonna
that.
make it about the size of my hand. So I'm gonna measure it up and say, I need a square. I'm gonna cut a square. So you want to be a little bit bigger than your hands.
What are we supposed to do?
So if you can do the same thing with construction paper, Dom. So you're gonna cut out a square. And I'm gonna show you. It's gonna go, we're gonna glue it on here. That's what it's gonna,
Flowers?
we're not gonna cover your flowers. We're just gonna cover the bottom of your hand so it looks like a pot.
Pero,
And once you have your square cut, I want you to cut the ends a little bit so it's not a perfect square.
All right, you wanna do
So
any-
it's kind of like, looks like this now. We have our square cut and then
and then we'll
I
be cutting out after.
cut off a triangle on the side, a little sliver. So that way it's not a perfect square. It goes down just a little bit.
Oh no.
I won't do a lot. That'll be-
So now I have, awesome, Emily, great. So what you're gonna do now is we're gonna glue this onto your paper. And I'll
No.
show you how to do it on mine first, so you guys know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but smaller because I don't want to spoil again.
Look.
Awesome, that's perfect. So what I'm gonna do is put some glue on my pot, the back of it here. And mine's a little bit bigger because my hand's bigger than yours, right? We're gonna put that right here.
Where should I put the pot? Oh, okay.
Now I covered up the palm of my hand with the pot. Do you see how when I told you if you didn't paint your thumb, you didn't paint a flower on the thumb, it was gonna be okay because it was gonna get covered up anyways? Seth, how's it coming?
Go ahead, Seth, what do you want to say?
Good.
Good, awesome.
Yeah, that's a robot eye.
Mhm. Cool.
How's everyone coming along? And then after this, we get to write,
And we can play at the end with them.
I love you, Mom, on your pot. That's what I'm gonna write.
Let's write that on the flower one there.
Over there.
Ricky, can I give you
This might
some
be a
lines?
flower too. It's like a, can I make it like a little hand robot for my mom? And some for me too.
Yep.
But I need it for a few weeks, okay?
Okay.
'Cause I'm getting it to be ready. You see this? Cartoony, see?
And now, can everyone see mine? I love you, Mom.
Hey, look. Look at Brandon.
You see it, Lyra?
I hate you, Mom. Yes,
That's awesome. I love that.
but I hate my mom.
We're gonna play with Buzz later after our thing. We're gonna have fun.
That broke. That broke.
Emily, how's yours coming along, Emily?
Can I see you today with the Buzz Lightyear? And everything else?
We're gonna do our craft first and then we're gonna play, okay?
But I want to do that in real life one day.
Henry, you're Trumi, you guys are doing awesome. Dom, you're doing awesome. How's it coming? Look at that. Henry, that is great. Look at that, Trumi. That's a big thumbs up. Dom, big,
Flower.
it looks like a cactus flower. That is so awesome. I love it. Dave, how's yours coming along?
Great.
Awesome.
Who's
Is your
David?
hand still green a little? Mine's a little still green. I'm gonna have to get a lot of soap when I'm done.
My hands are purple.
That purple
Yeah, and red.
and red. This has been so much fun. And you know, I'm sure that whoever you give this to, it's gonna make them feel very special.
Like my brother and my father.
Mhm. You're doing so, everyone's doing so great. So I'm just gonna add on, since you guys are still painting, I'm gonna make my flowers, add some stuff onto my flowers.
Yeah, this is gonna be pretty. I'm mixing every color together because it's my. Do you see that?
Mhm.
And Starfall.
And at the end, once everyone's finished, we're gonna hold them all up so we
Okay.
can take a picture.
Now what about play?
Yep, we do that at the very end. That looks great, Dave. I love it. Awesome work.
I'm putting a piggy.
Emily,
I'm putting a
awesome.
ring on my hand.
you guys all did so great.
Did we?
Sure thing.
And did I? Hey,
Dom,
buddy,
look
I
at
made a
Dom's.
dress.
His does look like a cactus, doesn't it?
Red.
It's so awesome.
Kind of red to make a heart.
I love that. I love you. That's so nice, Dom. So you can write, I love you. You can write anything on your little pot right here. You can write Happy Mother's Day. And don't forget, when we're all done, what's the one thing we have to make sure we do with all of our work?
Write our name.
That's right, Lyra.
But why would we do it? Because my mom knows my art.
Because what if your mom had a friend come over and it was to hang it on the wall and your mom's friend didn't know that was your art?
Oh no, she knows my art and my art is very messy.
Well, it's always good to put your name on it so no one else can ever take credit of the good work that
Yeah,
you
do we
did.
put our name?
So you can sign your name on it anywhere you want. You can put it on the pot. You can put it anywhere. You can put it on your flower. You can put your initials. It can be anything you want. It could be a signature. So I'm gonna sign mine.
Ta-da!
That is awesome. I love it. And I'm not sure if any of you guys noticed today, I'm not at home. I'm at the office. So we have a new office in White River. And I came here to do this event so everyone could see what it looks like.
Well,
So
this is not an event. This is just art
It's a-
class.
yeah, it's a Zoom, you're right. But hopefully by the time school gets out at the end of June, we're gonna start trying to do in-person events again. So we're gonna all try to come
No,
to.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just call you on the phone because I'm gonna have to wear a mask.
Hey, that's good. That's okay too. Henry, do you have a question?
And I hate masks.
I just want to show you my work, and I'm done.
Okay.
Look.
Henry, that is so awesome.
Help from my dad.
Oh, your mom's gonna love that, Henry.
Here, Mom. I give to you.
Well, you can wait till tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. this is
Yeah,
my phone.
you hold it on till tomorrow. And remember, when you wake up, you run into your mom and dad's room. Make sure they're awake first, though, right? And you say, Mommy, I have something very special for you.
But that's not gonna happen for me tomorrow because it's not
Oh,
my
I
mom's
want to
weekend.
I want to tell you something also.
What?
I made another card for Mom. I'll give it. I'll show it to you.
Like, you go to the
Okay.
house tomorrow.
Don't ruin the surprise, though.
Oh, hold on. Mom
Yeah,
can't see
go
it
to the
now.
house, but-
Yeah, I
I
think you
can't
should.
remember. I remembered.
That's a good idea, Henry. Maybe next weekend, if I see you, you could show me next weekend after Mom sees it first, okay?
Okay.
Wait, can I
Awesome.
see your finger for a second? Can I see your hand for a second?
So I'm gonna
Just
give you a
one
little
thing,
bit of a
isn't it?
tour. So I'm gonna move my computer around so you guys can see the front of the office.
You want it,
No, I
really?
want you to do.
All right.
So this is the front of the office. Can
And then
everyone
let's-
see it?
Wait, I'm gonna put it on a different paper. Here, watch this.
And then here is where we do all of our work.
All right, watch this.
This is where all the work
Like
is. We
this,
have our
look.
printer. And then if we move
All right,
this way,
All right, look.
there's a nice
Look what I'm doing.
back there. Fun stuff on the floor. and we have a sink.
Want to do that?
I have a better idea. Look.
Pretty cool, huh? So this will eventually be where we start to do these
You see this?
fun sessions once we can get back into person.
And if we go back into person, can I actually play with your Buzz Lightyear in real life?
Yes, if you could come here.
Like when?
We have to wait until the end of June. We're not sure on the exact date, but we will let all the families know once we get everything nailed down to concrete plan.
And
Do we
then-
have to be fully vaccinated?
What?
Do we have to be fully vaccinated before we go in person?
No.
Okay.
Good thing because I'm too young to get vaccinated.
Yeah, I'm too young too.
Well,
I think your office looks cool, but wait till you see my house.
Henry, I can see a little bit of your house. I see your kitchen.
For 3 more
Yeah,
years.
this is my kitchen. And what? This is the mudroom, the bathroom, the second bathroom, the first bedroom, the second bedroom, the living room, and all the backyard, and all the other stuff that you should
When I'm
see.
16, I can get a vaccine.
Awesome.
Nothing, that's approved it for cover.
So is
When I
everyone
come
done
back,
with their flowers? Seth, are you done?
everywhere I
Seth, I'm
go,
so glad you joined
done.
us today. It's been so much fun.
like even if I go to the
So-
cousins, I don't have to wear a mask.
Yeah,
Hey,
eventually. Hey, do you
Lyra,
want to, Lyra?
is everyone ready so we can hold up our flowers for our picture?
I'm not done.
Oh,
You're not done yet? Okay. Okay, we can wait for the, for Seth. Lyra, we're not, Seth's not quite done yet, okay?
You got it. Just so they can.
That's almost finished. Oh, look at that. Well, I guess we can take another one when Seth's done, okay? Dave, are you gonna hold yours up?
Yeah.
You wanna hold up yours? And
We have on my screen time after this meeting is over.
A mug. It looks like a mug.
ready?
yes.
1,
Screen time.
2, 3. And we're gonna take another one once Seth is done, okay? Are you still working on your flowers?
Mine looks like a mug.
Oh, I love that. Look at the rainbow you put on it. That's
Oh,
so
look at the right- I
special,
love it.
Dave.
Looks
I
like
love
a mug.
yours. You're doing great.
But I'm gonna cut it out. What's
Lyra, awesome.
And then we'll put in another one where you can write.
We're not writing. I already done writing because I was at school. You can do it yourself.
Can't wait to see Seth.
How about I will write
Working
it
really hard on it.
for a marker?
That still counts as schoolwork.
No, sounds cool.
Okay, guys, we're gonna do it one more time. Oh, look at that, Seth. That is beautiful. Everyone ready? Because Seth is ready
Wow.
now. We're gonna do it one last time, Dave.
Ah,
One last time. Hold up your painting. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I love
Awesome.
How about just I love mom with a heart?
Dave, I mean, Seth, that is awesome. That is amazing.
that.
Beautiful. And I hope you all remember the story about
Oh,
tomorrow when you wake up, if you have the opportunity to say Happy Mother's Day, you can either call your mom, you can give her up. If you see her, you're with her, you can say it to her.
I added the heart.
He's saying
Oh,
yes.
I love that heart.
for her?
You guys are so awesome. I had so much fun with you all today, and I hope you all have a great time tomorrow with your moms.
Excuse me, I'm not going to my mom's house.
Yes, but Lyra, you know what you can do? Is you can call mom, and it's going to be just as special.
I'm making a little slime.
Lyra,
Just a little bit. I'm not gonna.
So-
No, Lyra, we can.
I'm trying to-
I had so much fun with everybody, and I want to let everyone know, thank you for joining.